What's going on, Joe fans? Centex Collector here with another review, this time for retro classified CoverGirl. So we'll get into the blonde and the retro, but there we go. There's the card art. There's the file card I'll clip out. I already reviewed Retro Flint. I got Televiper hopefully coming next week or so. Got this off of Amazon. Let's go ahead and get her off the card. There we go, off the cards. Just cut along there so you can get a clean file card you can clip out later. Here she is in the plastic, so this just comes off to get all that. So let's go ahead and crack her out.
He doesn't look good, Doc. Is he going to make it?
His vital signs are weak, CoverGirl.
If you don't get them soon, Duke, it may not matter.
The Cobra commander demands G.I. Joe surrender at once, or he'll disintegrate New York City. Guess who I just picked up at the outer perimeter? I heard a relay alarm kick in. You were all busy, so I went for a look-see. And here's Snake Eyes! Here we go!
Look out!
Timber, you're my kind of wolf.
Alright, first impression. Yeah, it's looking good, and then we'll go through the details or changes, but it does look a pretty different figure. So as you know, or should know, CoverGirl came out in '83. She was the figure exclusive to the Wolverine, because she was the Wolverine driver, and she's a mechanic, and then named CoverGirl because she was a model prior to getting into G.I. Joe. And then the reason they did this one, because she was blonde in her first appearance in The Mass Device. And then for some reason, she became auburn. Then she was never a blonde again until, well, as far as the action figure, she was never a blonde until they did like they did a CoverGirl for the G.I. Joe movie, and they made her blonde. And then there was a subscription figure that matched like the original version of her. But other than that, and then just recently, I guess in IDW, they started making her blonde. But other than that, we would all see her as auburn, and she could have short or long hair, but it was still in auburn, like in the G.I. Joe Real American Hero comics. Let's get into her accessories. She's actually got quite a bit of accessories here, which is cool that Hasbro has been giving us more accessories in the classified line. Unlike Marvel Legends, where you really don't get jack. Figure stand. Of course, let's go to my eBay store because I don't use these. I use these figure stands, which you can see is much smaller, thinner, just a good figure stand on Amazon. It's in the description, but there's a figure stand. I'll go up on eBay. They gave her a set of hands, closed fist. Again, I probably won't use these. Probably throw these up on my eBay for fodder. But there's a closed fist hands. They gave her an alternate head, and it says the Pit's Garage. And as you know, the Pit originally is where G.I. Joe, that was their base of operations. Underneath, there was like something on top that was kept the Pit secret. So there's her alternate head. She's got pistol. Just gonna go in her holster over here, ideally. Check is kind of in the way. We've got a pistol there on her waist. Then they gave her a sledgehammer, which is interesting, but then she's a mechanic. On the Wolverines, she probably needed this. But there's the sledgehammer. They gave her a wrench, because again, she's a mechanic. That's cool. Let's Be a cool little piece in the diorama. I don't have like a Joe garage. I have a Dreadnought garage, but I don't have a Joe garage. And then here is the retro laser rifle. These are always cool. This is probably like a redo from Duke and some of the other retro figures, but you know, an ode back to, like I said, she was an 83 figure, and she was in the Mass Device. CoverGirl was in a lot of episodes, and you'll mainly see her with the Wolverine. Unfortunately, I don't have the vintage one to compare it to, but I mean, she wasn't blonde anyway, so we need that comparison. But we can compare to the original, or the first release, I should say, of CoverGirl. So they changed her. Yeah, the boots are different. And the legs are different. The kneecaps are different. Because they probably they went with, well, these are both pinless. Pinless arms and legs. The legs are different. The waist. Yeah, the waist is actually different, this waist piece. And then she had waist holsters for her little mechanic pad thing there. And then this pistol. And the pistol is... I think it's the same pistol, just recolored. And then she had all this going around the waist. She doesn't. She just has... Obviously the holster is different because they did a waist holster on her. And then the hands obviously are different. She has like gloved hands. And she doesn't have the gauntlets because she's got the full jacket. She's got the 3/4 jacket. And then the torso looks the same though. Yeah, it looks like the torso they reused. And then the jacket is actually different. You can see this one's got like wool. The jacket's different. And then the arms are different. This says AFV, which is for the Wolverine. It says E4 over here. It says Krieger, her last name, and armor. She works on armored vehicles. She's a mechanic. The neck is probably the same. And of course, the head sculpt is completely different because now we got the blonde. Looks like the only thing they really reused then is the torso and the neck. So that's cool that they were able to do like complete. Because I hate when you're basically just buying repaints. Oh, they repainted the wrench. So she had a wrench there. She's got a loop right here for her wrench too. Her hair is kind of in the way. I just knocked off her wig, but yeah, that doesn't really fit well. She's got like the wrench will go there. That doesn't really fit well. Well, apparently her hair comes off. That's interesting. And of course you got the swappable heads. So you get more of that garage look, I guess. And then you got more of the CoverGirl look there. So that's cool. They gave us a new, and then you can actually put this on the shelf because it looks like two completely different figures. I had made a few Wolverines, but I just don't have the room for excessive amount of vehicles. So I just really keep my Cobra vehicles. But I did make a Wolverine. If you want one, I can make you a Wolverine as well for either one of your CoverGirls. So, but yeah, there we are. There's the traditional CoverGirl that we all knew. And most of us probably forgot about this one. Like I said, she was in looks like just mass device, and then disappeared after that. She became Auburn. But there we go. There is Retro Cover Girl, and I'm not mad at it. I mean, it's pretty much a brand new figure, and you can throw her in the mix, and she looks like a completely different character. So that's cool. But there we go. Cover Girl, Retro. Like, comment, subscribe. JJ out.